Right, Campbell's comments now, absolutely wrapped. Greg Fusinato joins me. Firstly, welcome to Campbell's comments, mate.
Thanks, Paul.
And
Good to be
welcome
here.
welcome to Nutrien as well, and the Nutrien Equine sale, mate. With the spring sale starting this weekend, as I said, commences on Friday, finishes at 6 o'clock on Monday afternoon, Monday evening. I'll be going live on Campbell's comments. I want people to be able to join in. It's a different platform. It works a little bit differently. Join in, you'll be able to understand how it goes. If you're not registered and you haven't got all your details done, please go to follow that website there at the bottom, nutrienequine.com. Go to the spring sale, that'll bring you to the Auction Plus site, and then follow the links from the Auction Plus site. You'll be able to get registered and go from there. Greg, it's great to have a new player in the field, isn't it, in the breeding scene?
Look, it's been good. I think, well, you've only got to look at how both the sales company now are trying a lot harder than they have in the past, and so that's a good thing for competition. Competition's never hurt anything, Paul. It's been good for the industry, and I think it'll be good in the long run too.
I think so too, and it makes people lift their socks up and try different things like this spring sale. It hasn't been done before.
Yeah.
I think it's a great time to sell horses. You get some people conjecture about it, but you've said here a couple of yours are ready to get in foal straight away. It's the right time. You can buy a horse, you can get it in foal within weeks, so it's a good opportunity.
Yeah, well, it doesn't have to sit in your paddock for 6 months waiting, does it? So you can take it straight to your vet and get it in foal, and you got to wait 11 months and 4 days, hopefully, and you get a foal out of them, I suppose. But yeah, no, it's a good. I actually like this time of the year to have it. Most places have feed too, which makes a big difference with horses.
Does indeed. You're from Warragul, so you've got more feed than what we have here in Bendigo, but don't let that worry you.
Not too often we don't have feed here, Paul. It's pretty good. It's been actually we've probably had 2 or 3 really good years in a row now. We've probably had 4 years still pretty good. So no, it's always been good here.
Pretty part of the world if you're listening and watching this. If you once COVID clears up, hopefully get along and visit to Warragul. I'll get something on the tourism and all the rest, but it's a beautiful part of the world. I do visit there quite regularly lately, and it's a lovely place. You have 3 lots for sale. Lot number 8, the winner of $231,000 in stakes, 24 wins, is Jazem. This must be a hard sell for you, mate.
Yeah, no, this Paul, she's been a great horse for us, and look, sometimes you've just got to bite the bullet, and I've got the only reason I'm selling her, Paul, because I've got a Western Ideal mare out of the first one she had, and she had a twisted leg, so she never really we broke her in, but she was always going to flog at me. So, and her first foal was at Louisiana Joe, that out of the O'Brien stable, who made the Breeders' Final last year, and I've got the second one out of a. Pretty well ready to race. And then I had Rock and Roll Pearl, who she ran 3rd in the Breeders' Challenge Final in Sydney, and so I've got her to breed with, and I tried to sell a horse out of her last year, Always Be Mickey filly at the Nutrien sale. It got passed in, and I brought it home, and I'm actually quite glad I did bring it home. She's a very nice horse, and it's actually funny because it's the same family as Peter Gleason's family, the Ride High family, and I just noticed an Always Be Mickey about 10 minutes ago. One tonight out of the family, a filly, so I'm glad I sort of did keep her. So Megan's ardent, and she's for sale as well in this sale. So I just thought I've got enough fillies out of her, and if someone really wanted to start in the breeding game, she's probably the sort of mare that you get a filly out of her, and you're starting at a pretty high base.
Absolutely, and she was a multiple Group 1 runner. She didn't win a Group 1 either, did she?
No, she won a Group 2. She ran a few placings in Group 1s. She ran 3rd in the Ladyship in Sydney, and she's a pretty good horse on her night. Yeah, she had a lot of issues, but she was a very good horse on her night. Yeah. I
do a lot of homework, but I didn't actually I didn't tick off that last one. But she's also a Christian Cullen mare too, which will appeal to a lot of breeders out there, especially with some of the new horses coming in. That Christian Cullen, he crosses beautifully with a lot of those horses, doesn't he?
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
It's probably good that we've got a few new stallions on the scene, and they're going well. So
now she's unreserved, is that right?
Unreserved, yeah. Look, I just wanted to go to a good home, so someone can get a few foals out of her, and someone will go, well, she's been great for us, so I can't complain at all.
The one thing I did notice, she's a lovely mare.
Oh, she's a beautiful mare to have her in. She's only got one habit. She charges 2 gates when you're holding her, but you put up with that. But other than that, she's a beautiful mare. She never kick anyone in her life. So.
And I saw in the comments, easy to get in foal.
Yeah. Last year she was in foal, and she must have lost it before the 40-day thing, but she which is nothing. Few mares do it, but she just didn't seem to do it last year. So other than that, we've never had an issue with it really.
And then we're selling one of her daughters, so that's she's lot number 8. Lot 35 is Megan's Art. She's an unraced daughter by Art Major out of Jazam as well.
Yeah, she went in the foot pretty early actually, so it was sort of whether you keep going or not, and so we got her in foal pretty early. She was in foal at 3 really.
Yep.
Or might have been 4 when she went in foal. And we sold he's watching last year out of a filly. There'll be a Lazarus filly sold out of her this year at the Nutrien sale, and she's in foal to always be Mickey out of the arts place, out of an Art Major mare, which is pretty popular across at the moment. So
absolutely.
Yeah, and the only reason I'm selling, I've still got another 3 daughters of Jazam, so I've sort of as a breeder, I've become too many. I've got too many in one family, so I've sort of got to just turn them around a little bit and have it's sort of selling horses is all about a timing thing. And if you sort of have the same family and the time's not right, well, sometimes it don't go that well.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with the family either. It's just you've got too many of them, so you got all your eggs in that one basket. So
Louisiana Joe's the first one out of a daughter, which is
yep.
She's a reasonable horse. She's by roll with Joe, so she's a reasonable horse. So you would think her daughters would be good, so I've kept a few of them, and go from there.
Megan's Art is reserved because she is in foal to always be Mickey, so we want people to be aware of that. We say about Jazam, you can get her in foal in 2 weeks. This one, you can have a foal. When is she due?
I think she's due about end of September, maybe early October. So probably about a month. 5 weeks away. You
might be waiting 5 weeks and you've got another parcel there as well. So, yeah, that's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah. It'd be very interesting, won't it?
Yeah, well...
And look, if I don't get the reserve, I'll keep her. So.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. So she's there legit for sale. Then you have lot number 39. This is a really interesting one for me. Alexis Beach, a Sun Beach somewhere, daughter of Glenferrie Alexis. And Glenferrie Alexis, she was group place. She was a group 1 mare herself. She ran 4th in the Ladyship Mile from my notes. 288,000. She had 65 starts for 19 wins. And also been able to produce other horses as well. So this is an interesting one. It says there that got an injury through its yearling prep.
Yeah. Hayley Tourman was getting her ready last year, or not, would have been the year before.
Yep.
So she got an infected front joint, and she'll never race. So we had to pull her out of the sales, and so she's turned 3 now. Of yesterday, I suppose. Monday, Tuesday. We don't know.
No.
Might be the 1st of January. We don't know. Anyway,
if anyone knows they could help us, that'd be handy.
Anyway, so yeah, she was just sort of access to my needs. I've sort of sold my land here, so I've got to set up another place, which is going to take me a few years, Paul. So, and she was just another one. If I kept her, I wouldn't breed with her this year, so I just thought I might as well sell her and someone could breed out of her. She's a well-bred horse. There's a lot of. It's a very good family. Like not too many of them miss. And I sold her mother last year. I sort of ended up with Jazam and her and Cyclone Betty, who are all 18. And I got a little bit, they sort of were getting a bit old.
Yep.
I sort of sold the mare in foal last year, and then I sold her half brother last year by Sweet Lou at the sales, and I thought that was the best one she ever had. She was beautiful colt. Nigel Carr's got him, so, and this was the one that got injured. And this year I'm sort of just limiting myself to only probably breeding 3, Paul, because just of the circumstances I'm in, I don't want to have 20 horses at studs all over the place. I've probably just got to get rid of a couple while I'm setting up my new place. Bit
of a juggling act about your priorities. Yeah. And she must be a little bit of a reluctant sale, being a daughter of Sun Beach somewhere, because you look at the colts. You look at the colts and the job they're doing in the siring ranks. It must be a bit of a nervous sale.
Yeah, someone told me the other day I was mad, but anyway, I've still got a Sun Beach filly at home, which I like. So yeah, it's had a Cyclone Betty. So yeah, and I know we can't go back to him anymore, but his sons are doing a great job. So.
Oh, they're phenomenal. Yeah, but and if the fillies do a good a job as what the Suns are doing,
Sons are doing it, pretty exciting. It's good that his sons are doing it, because we need something to cross with all betters and art majors.
Yeah,
that in the next 10 years, so that's good.
Three horses there for Greg, for Fusinato. I had it right the first time. I can get it wrong.
Yeah.
Everyone would be surprised I got it right the first time. Brett Coffey would be watching this. He'd be saying, how did Paul get that right the first time? So, lot number 8, 35 and 39. Two of these are unreserved. Both the two unreserved ones have won $231,000 in stakes and $288,000. Oh, sorry, out of it. Sorry, that one's the second one's out of a daughter of the $288,000 winner. And then lot 35 does have a reserve being in foal to Always Be Mickey. So make sure you check all those out on the nutrienequine.com. Follow the links to the spring sale. Get involved. It starts this Friday. Finishes on Monday at 6 o'clock. And then I don't know if you're aware of it, Greg, how the bidding works, but at 6 o'clock, it reloads every 30 seconds or when someone has a bid. So, and every lot is open. So some people don't like it, some people do. I've been swayed. I was one of the people I was like, how could this work? But I've been swayed because if you miss out on one, if one goes over your budget, you've still got the option of them being able to go and purchase another one. They don't have to be in numerical order. So yeah, and I'll be streaming it live on Campbell's Comments so people can get a better understanding of it as well.
Yeah, a lot of the livestock auctions and machinery auctions do the same thing for them. So
yep,
it's all done like that now. So
it's quite funny. People, when I talk, I talk to people like you, and you're all across it. It's us harness people that are only used to harness sales.
My son likes buying machinery off machinery sales, so he's probably taught me more than what I have myself.
Greg, thank you very much for joining me, mate. Good luck. Well done for putting those horses in there. And actually, I was at Nathan Carr's the other day. He quite likes your Sweet Lou too, so I saw him there.
Yeah, no, beautiful colt. I actually thought he was almost as good a colt as I've sold. Actually, he's a lovely horse and really intelligent. So actually, I haven't caught up with Nathan. I probably should give him a ring. But I would be very surprised if it didn't do anything.
I think I was there, I'll get my days wrong, Tuesday or Wednesday anyway, but he did have the hobbles on, but he wasn't doing much because he's only just started, but he's a lovely type of colt, so yeah.
Lovely colt.
Greg.
Yeah, thanks.
No,
thanks for doing a good job.
Thank you very much, mate.
Thank you. See ya.